Greetings, YouTube. Today we're going to look at my storage wall because I just finished my storage wall. Now I realize there's still a mess down here. I'm working on it. ADHD is a hell of a thing. But thanks to some medication and therapy, I am now able to at least contemplate the idea of getting things organized, at least in my shop. One space at a time. I'm hoping I can extend this into my living space at some point. But I just finished doing this. Now, these little plastic bins came with this style of hanging system. So you put that against the wall with screws, and then the little plastic things would hang off of this. Well, I bought this entire collection, all the red and the blue ones you see here. The red and gray ones, all the red and the gray ones, and all of this, all these yellow ones, plus the stand that the yellow one is hanging off of. I bought that for 50 bucks at an estate sale, plus some. I got 3 of these, which I'm working on a plan to hang those up just next. And I had to repair this because all of these shelves dipped in the middle. They were bent, so I just put bed rails on these. Zip, 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 and it's not going anywhere. Take my word for it. It is nice and stable now. And so these are the longer bins. Now, these over here, these are also bed rails. What I did was I took 21-inch piece of bed rail, or roughly 21 inches. Some of my measurements weren't the most perfect. This is a baluster, roughly the same. Cut the baluster in half. Zip. Put this on the wall and on these beams here, and there are only 2 beams I can use. I can use that one, and I use that one. I get as far apart as possible, and the rest is cantilevered into space. Now, it is still very strong, and to show that bin down there is oversized and full of steel. There's lots of plates and things in that, as well as some billiard balls, which I have around for a project I'm playing with. And some of these bins are empty because they were purchased at other sales, or the yellow ones and the blue ones were other sales. The reds and the grays were all from the same. The person had not used those bins, but I got them anyway. So this is not a solution that's going to work for everyone when it comes to storage, but it will work for some people, and this is a very, very simple system to do. I mean, an angle grinder, a saw, and I was using a Silky Big Boy saw. It's like really simple, just whacking these things off. I didn't deburr them, didn't do anything. I just drilled holes in them. I pre-drilled all both holes for the main screws, and I'm using 3-inch decking screws to hold these in. So those screws come down to here, and on here I think I used 1 1/4-inch screws. They're outdoor screws, but I just had it because I bought them in an estate sale for a song. So that's what I used. There's 3 screws in each one of these, holding them to the baluster, and it's really simple. So if you have a space in your shop, like you have like a windowsill or behind a workbench that doesn't have a shelving system, these are, right now, I think I paid $2 a piece for a baluster, and that got me 2 of these. If you have a longer space, obviously you could use a full-length piece. You don't have to cut it in half. But I got the bed frames for nothing. Literally, you find them by the side of the road. They cost me absolutely nothing. So my buy-in to this system is very, very low. It's a simple system, but it works, and it is strong. It will hold a lot of weight. And again, I have that down there specifically to show that it will hold a lot of weight. I still have things I have to organize. These are not in the order I want them yet. This is a system I also came up with. Let me grab one that doesn't weigh so much. This is a system I also came up with. This is pretty much a complete invention of my own. I used balusters here. Again, bed frames. I have baluster here. I have bed frame here, and this goes into there and holds it against the wall. There's 3-inch screws going through there. Decking screws goes through here, holding this to this. These 2 are held together with a 1/4-inch pop rivet, and this thing will hold 25 pounds easy. I know I put a 25-pound weight on here and didn't budge. And I just made that because it was kind of an awkward space when I was finished. I finally got it. I bought these specifically to fit that space. They're 7 inches wide. But again, more storage. These are free. The baluster were scraps I had left over from that project. So again, my buy-in on this was incredibly low. So I'm very happy with this. And I just thought I'd share it with folks in case they had a storage issue. If they have these and they don't like the little plastic clips they come with them, there is a simple, inexpensive, really inexpensive solution to that. And like I said, I got the balusters for nothing. I mean, I got the bed rails for nothing. I said, you can do that too. I see them in Craigslist all the time. I check Craigslist every day when I get out of work at 7 a.m. And I find stuff there. And I find them by the side of the road just going to and from the grocery store. Literally going to the grocery store, I found one. Occasionally you also find them at yard sales and people are trying to move them, so you might pay $5 for them, something like that. And I've gotten a really good quality one. People had money and they got a really good quality one. The actual pieces of steel were actually larger than this, so it was a bigger scale. I used those for other projects. But yeah, wicked cool. I am very happy with this. I know I'm giving away my fact that I was raised in New England by saying wicked cool. But yeah, there you go, folks. This is a simple solution for storage. It's inexpensive. It's a low skill. I think anybody who's got a hand drill and an angle grinder could pull this off. I have a drill press, which makes that a lot easier, but you can do this with a hand drill. The steel is nice to work with. It's not really hard, so it's easy to drill. It's not going to cause you a headache, even if you're using a hand drill. Even a cordless drill will go through this without a problem. Though I like 20 volts myself when it comes to cordless power tools, but you use what you got, right? So yeah, so this is my storage wall. I'm very happy. So go out there, folks. Build yourself some cheap storage.